We get there and all we see is just flames.
Just got a text message when I woke up on Friday morning just saying, Jesse, my house burned down. And the way she put it was, with everything God's ever blessed me with.
My name is Val.
My name is Desean, and this is our better story. I just remember we're on the way home, and her mom gives us a call, and she's like screaming, yelling, shouting, like, we're like, what's going on? Like, you know, like, so we freaking out. We hang up the phone, we're calling her stepdad, and we're like, what's going on? Like, he's like, the house, it's done. We get there, and all we see is just flames.
It was already all gone by the time we got there. I just saw my mom on the floor. It was more of seeing my mom's hard work. Like I said, we were like an immigrant family, so I've seen my family struggle. I've seen how hard my mom works and does everything for us. And even though it wasn't a lot, everything she does for us. So in that moment, that's what I saw.
Every time I reflect on it, I get like chills. We're all supposed to be in that house. We could have been there, no one knows that.
So we just stood by her and were there. She continued with her day like nothing happened. She went to work, she got home, she cooked for us. Once it got to later in the day, when she had nothing to do, we would sit around the table and think, what in the world are we gonna do?
We were just hopeless at that point, you know?
And then she's like, no, Valeria, it's $10,000. I'm like, what? I'm like, no. You're like, you're lying, Bob. Like, no, you're kidding. She's like, I'm not lying. I'm like, just like that? No catch? You know, like, what's the catch? Because where do you see that? Anywhere in the community, where do you find just people that are willing to extend their hearts to their hands without even knowing us at all? After that happened, after Jesse called us and stuff, I reached out to him. I said, hey, where do you go to church? Like, where is this place? Because this is amazing. He's like, hey, I go to Active, like, you guys should come. Like, my first thoughts were, well, I don't want to be judged because I don't want to be the person that's like, you got help and you're going to that church.
And at first I felt like, yeah, you can just be a follower of God. You don't need a community behind you. You don't, you know, as long as you know, you believe in God, you're good. Never had that go in and, you know, feel like we'll be welcome here, because we tried many churches before. Just for me being, you know, an African American, you know, it's hard on me, you know, finding like the right church or the right community where I don't feel judged or, you know, just feel like I'm being watched or, you know. So when we first came here, we would sit in the back, you know, like I'm like, okay, like I like it. People here are nice, you know. We would sit in the back for a year.
I realized like, hey, like, I want to be a part of this, you know, like, I can maybe help someone in need just like they did.
But once I start coming more and I start, you know, opening up more, I'm like, no, like, you need a community behind you. Like, you need these type of people. You want to be around a better you so you can have a better story to tell. We had that empty space in our life where we're like...
There was definitely something
that we're
empty,
missing.
maybe?
Yeah, an empty space
that
missing
we
in our home.
couldn't fill.
We have to be better for our daughters. If we want to be a part of this community, we have to accept it and just, you know, go viral, like be involved, be engaged.
I knew it was time. It was time for God to lead the way.
For me, since I've been at Active and said yes to God publicly, it's changed me dramatically. I've been able to communicate more. You know, I've been able to just be an actual man and not just try to be someone just stronger than a man. Like, we hide our feelings. I was learning to hide my feelings, and now like that's snout it. You have to open up to your spouse and just be there for her. So just me being here has showed me how to be a better husband, and that's the real honest truth.
It was probably a 180 in our marriage and and me being a mother, seeing things a different way. Going back to the story of my mom, like, it's amazing to see how even through what happened, she was so calm, and I was the nervous wreck. I start looking back at that, I'm like, man, no wonder I felt so alone. Like, there was a big old hole that I couldn't fill, and she was so, you know, like, she had Jesus in her. I am so excited about the new things that are gonna happen here at Active. So I want to somehow, some way, even if I'm in the background, I want to be a part of it, and I want to be able to tell a better story, because I want to see other people's life change.
This is why we're here. We wanted to be part of something better, you know, so I hope that for the future is just, you know, we can be better for our next generation. Just, that's it, for real.